We can debate my resume and how I worked with firms such as Goldman and Citigroup.
Is it debatable or is it just false?
No,
is it debatable or is it just
debatable.
false?
Integrity is very important. And like I said to the New York Post, embellishing my resume was a mistake.
What does it mean, though? What does it mean? Because the meaning of the word actually matters in practice.
I worked damn hard to get where I got my entire life.
The thing is, Congressman-elect, integrity means, yes, carrying yourself with honor, but it means telling the truth. A lie is not an embellishment on a resume. You said you worked at Goldman Sachs and Citigroup, but they've said, we've got no record of this guy working for us. You've said you've gone to and graduated from these universities, but they've said, well, we've got no record of that. These are blatant lies, and it calls into question how your constituents and the American people can believe anything that you may say when you are standing on the floor of the House of Representatives, supposedly fighting for them.
Republican Congressman-elect George Santos had a rocky interview with Tulsi Gabbard after a bombshell story revealed how he lied about his past.
Initially, George Santos said that he grew up in Jackson Heights, Queens, and he worked his way up. He was able to attend Baruch College and NYU and garner degrees in economics and business. Both universities tell CBS News that they have no record of him ever being a student there or earning a degree. He also said that he worked for large corporations like Citigroup and Goldman Sachs. And in Citigroup, he said that he was a regional director. He was in charge of a large project. And Citigroup told CBS News they cannot confirm that he was ever employed by them working for Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs told CBS News they also cannot confirm.
Additionally, Santos claimed on his website that during World War II, his grandparents fled Jewish persecution in Europe. That information was removed and changed after a bombshell report from The Forward shows that Santos's grandparents were born in Brazil before World War II.
Are you Jewish? We've got a letter that your campaign sent out earlier this year, which reads as follows. As a proud American Jew, I've been to Israel numerous times for educational, business, and leisurely trips. You said there in that letter that you are, quote, a proud American Jew. How do you explain that?
My heritage is Jewish. I've always identified as Jewish. I was raised a practicing Catholic. I think I've gone through this. I've always joked with friends and circles, even in the campaign, I'd say, guys, I'm Jewish. Remember, I was raised Catholic. So
these are blatant lies. My question is, do you have no shame? Do you have no shame in the people who are now you're asking to trust you to go and be their voice for them, their families, and their kids in Washington?
Tulsi, I can say the same thing about the Democrats and the party. Look at Joe Biden. Joe Biden's been lying to the American people for 40 years.
This is not about the Democratic Party, though. This is about your relationship, frankly, with the people who've entrusted you to go and fight for them. So not only are you now backtracking on these lies that you've told, but you're saying that you can't explain it in a way that your constituents would actually be able to understand.
I can explain it in a way
if you give
me the time, I can easily explain it for you.
I think the time that is owed is to the people of New York's 3rd. It's hard to imagine how they could possibly trust your explanations when you're not really even willing to admit the depth of your deception to them.